Tomorrow, I'm visiting a school, and it's about a 2-hour drive from my house. I need to be there for 9, so I need to make sure I'm out the door by 7, and I never want to take a chance at putting everything together the morning of. So I have everything I need right here. This is what I travel with. I have an iPad that's loaded up with my presentation on Keynote. I travel with a dongle, which, okay, let's all agree, whoever named that did a terrible job. I hate the name dongle. Anyways, a dongle that is USB-C to HDMI, but I also travel with a dongle that is USB-C to VGA. I have my power cord, always have to make sure I'm charged up. I have my Apple Pencil because at the end of my presentations, I draw on Adobe Fresco, which is projected. Double check my presentation, ready to go. And my entire presentation is loaded up on Keynote. It's also connected to a cloud. So should something go awry, I'll have access to the file. Typically at schools, they partner with a local bookstore to sell my books. Sometimes they don't have enough books, or there might be a kid who has a book at home. So I do travel with book plates that are signed that they could then use and put in the books. So visiting schools and giving lectures is a big part of my revenue stream as an author. I'm also very lucky that I really like presenting on stage to readers. So spend the day with me visiting a school for an author visit.
Cold brew, kid. This author runs on dunks. I have safely arrived at the school 5 minutes early because if you're not 5 minutes early, you're 10 minutes late. I hate being late for things. Look, if it weren't for the speaking engagement at schools and universities and libraries, I wouldn't be able to do what I do. And it's the only truly dependable income an author and illustrator has. Well, for me and most of the author and illustrators that I know. And frankly, I would not have been able to kickstart my career if it weren't for paid author visits. Librarians, who are primarily the engines that get author visits going, they're like patrons of the arts. They are creating an economic system in which authors and illustrators can continue to write and illustrate books, try new things, take artistic chances. I am forever eternally grateful for the librarians who have me at their school. And in some cases, to the PTO or the reading teacher or another entity that brings me in. But primarily it's the librarians. So let's head on into the school and I'll show you what it looks like to be an author who's visiting a school.
I am greeted at the door by fabulous librarian Liz Griffin. She did a fantastic job pumping up the students for my author visit. Just look at all the artwork everyone made. I arrive early to ensure that the tech is all cooperating, and soon enough, the students fill in. I treat my lectures like a one-person show, and I keep everything snappy to hold on to short attention spans. My slideshow begins with my childhood artwork and brings the audience to my current creative process. Now that portion runs about 20 to 30 minutes, and then I conduct a Q&A. And then I cap it all off with a live drawing demo.
Another cold brew, kid. A little midday reward. So after delivering 2 presentations of the first school, I have a bit of a break, get some more caffeine in me, get some food in me, and get to the second school where I will deliver another 2 presentations. Pretty much the same presentations as the first school. Now, this presentation I have delivered thousands upon thousands of times now in my 20-something year career. The trick is to present it as if it's the first time I've ever presented it. And what fuels me for that is knowing that those kids, that community has been waiting and waiting and waiting and planning and planning and planning. And this is their time with me, and this is my time with them. And is it exhausting? Sure, but what isn't? Everything's exhausting. Everything is work. I'm so lucky to have this sort of work. So school visits are my bread and butter work. I do have to consider the fact that the floor can fall through. There could be a snowstorm. There was a global pandemic, and I'll make another video someday talking about the stress of that and how that took away all of my speaking gigs. But for now, I got to get this caffeine in me. I need to get some food, and I need to get over to that other school. So cheers, kid.